we are out here to finally conquer the Switzerland Trail, guys. I am super pumped to be able to actually complete this. As you guys remember, back in, it was around March, I came out here to just go explore somewhere outside of the Boulder region, and we got to just over halfway on the trail, and we hit that massive, basically snow berm that no one had plowed through, and it was too hard to get through in the Jeep, and so I ended up turning around and calling it a day. But today I don't see us having that problem. It is gorgeous outside, nothing but blue skies. There are no clouds at the moment, which that'll probably change, but it is going to be fantastic. For those of you that have never come out to do the Switzerland Trail, this beginning part of the trail, if you will, not where it connects there, but the absolute beginning part, is surrounded by a lot of private property. When I entered into the trail, there was on both sides, it kind of opened up a bit, and then there was some more private property. And it's just kind of scattered everywhere, so just kind of be mindful of people's property so you're not just wandering on it if you're out here or stopping. And there is one property, it is very trashy. They've got a bunch of junk, I mean like literally trash, sitting right next to the main trail. Just kind of watch your tires, because they had some boards that I kicked out of the way that had nails sticking up out of them. It was great. Sometimes I just love people. But it is a night and day difference out here, guys, without any snow whatsoever. Oh, is it absolutely gorgeous out here. The views are just so spectacular. They're so scenic. And you can see things that I couldn't see before, because last time I was out here, not only was it snowy and snowing, it had all the clouds real low over the top of the trees, so I couldn't see anything. And man, was I missing the views. They are awesome. Something about easy tricks and views. You have the ability, I guess, just to stare at the views a lot more, because it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. However, Mother Nature is being a little bit of a pain with the wind. It is extremely windy outside. It's not terrible down by the Jeep, but as soon as you go higher than the trees, oh my goodness, it is crazy. It's crazy strong wind, so henceforth why the drone has been put away at the moment, because the wind was just too much for it, way too much for it. Does this spot look familiar? This is where we stopped and ate lunch that day, and it started snowing, because right up there, maybe 20 meters, was impassable. We just crossed over it. So we are just at that halfway point on this upper part of the trail, and it feels kind of cool to just be able to come off of there and be like, oh, well, that's what it was, and not be stopped. But something that hasn't stopped blowing my mind, that view, guys. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. It's just as pretty now as it was back in March. Wow. Absolutely breathtaking. That was pretty special. Just that view was incredible, and the fact that I have now crossed past the point and I'm back onto the trail that I traveled in March but was never able to accomplish. I don't know, I feel accomplished right now. I feel like I was able to beat the trail. I don't like being defeated by trails sometimes, and when it's as easy as this and it was just snow that defeated me, it's not always a wonderful thing, but I feel absolutely accomplished, and the view was just an icing on top of the cake. There are way more water divots out here than there were back in March, and that just shows you how much rain Colorado has gotten this year. It is more than they normally get. I've only been in Colorado not even for a year yet. We're almost there, actually, to that year mark. But from what everyone that's lived here for a very long time have told me, that they have not had this much water in the state in a very, very, very long time. And it just has been showing on the trails. More of the trails have been eroded and washed away on certain parts of the state, and then areas like here, there's tons of divots, and the water has just eaten away, and it's just been sitting for so long. It's just created itself an area. Now, don't get me wrong, all the rainfall and stuff is good. It helps take places out of droughts. Colorado has officially not been in a drought this year, which is actually really funny. Coming from Arizona, everything's in a drought, so I like laughing at the states that like to claim they're always in a drought. They don't know what a drought is. But yeah, this trail has definitely gotten more holes within the trail itself over just the span of like 6 months. right here is where we started back in March. That was the start of the trail. Now we are going to head down this section of trail right here. Now this is supposed to be where it gets more challenging, according to maps and things that I have read. We will see. We are going to push down this until it gets to the point that either we complete it or it gets too challenging that I'm going to break something, in which case you all know my vehicle must get me home, so we will stop, turn around, come back this way. And there's always other trails around if it if it ends up being super short, or there's something else we can do. But this is the route we're going to go. She's a little muddy. There was a ton of water, so I'm hoping down this trail it's not quite as bad, because that would make some of these challenging sections that are supposed to be out here much harder. Venturing off into the unknown. This is the exciting part about being on new trails, is you just don't know. You can read and do all your research, and it's just research until you get to see it with your own eyes. It's just other people's accounts, and I've never seen a video on this part of the trail. I've just read things, so I'm really excited to see what's in store. I do know this is supposed to descend quite a bit, actually, and then we're supposed to climb back up at some point. And the way which I am going, we are doing the steeper part of the descent, so depending on which direction you go, it is either a nice little gradual descent down and then a hard climb up. I'm gonna let this motorcyclist go by. Jesus, dude, you don't gotta sideswipe my vehicle. The trail is huge. But as I was saying, it's either a nice steady descent down and then a hard climb up, or a sharp descent down and a gradual climb up. And because I'm trying to make this a loop, we're going with this steep descent, which we'll see how steep it is. On the map, it just, you know how the mappings are on either Gaia or Onyx, they show it going really steep and then up. It may be super steep, it may not be. It may just be you just drop a lot of feet in elevation in a short period of time. But so far, guys, this trail feels just like the other one. Lots of water divots and rocks. check out that view behind me, guys. Oh my goodness, is it gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It has been a fantastic day out here so far. And this is just a little offshoot trail that just ends right here. Somebody's camped here before, and it just provided some incredible views. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna loosen up the camera here. I'm gonna show you. So you have this one right here. You got the mountains in the background, the nice little valley looking thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hoping the camera will pick this up. Way out there in the distance, like way out there in that distance, that's actually Boulder. That all out there is Boulder. Yep, Boulder, Colorado. It's right there in the plains, which is really cool to think that you can stand here. We're in the beginning of the Rocky Mountains and you can see the plains out there and all the smog, because it's a city, it's gross. And then you have this absolutely stunning view here. And right, actually below it, right there, you can kind of see it, is the trail that we are going to be going down to get there. Now there is a trail that's actually at the bottom of this gorge, if you will. It's down there, and there's some houses and things, but we are actually going to be connecting and still heading back that way towards the view. But back over this way, I'd pick you up and move you. Come with me. It's more fun this way. So I'm always told. Right over here, there's the Jeep. Right over there, this is the mountain we just came down right here, guys. We just came down that to this spot here. And what a spot. There's nothing I enjoy more than finding some just incredible views. Now, yes, there's people have camped here before, and honestly, if it wasn't windy as much, it'd probably be a really nice camp spot, but it's quite windy. It comes in waves, but God, it's just awesome to take this all in. But so far the trail has been fairly simple. We've seen one rock that I crawled over. Everything else has been fairly nice. But we will be descending way down there, so who knows what's up ahead. And that is the great part of a mystery. But I'm going to take this in a few more minutes, guys, and then we're going to get back on the trail. Plans have kind of changed here a little bit. I got to the bottom, and remember that road I was telling you that spans across? We're on that road now because where the trail goes back up is actually private property. It's not marked on the map. It doesn't say it's private property anywhere. But yeah, it's private property. So we are out here trying to figure out where it is I want to go. Had to take a look at the map here, because if I stay on, there's a trail right here that they're got a sign that says the other part of Switzerland Trail. We'll see. But if I would have stayed on that road, I would have popped out right in the middle of Boulder. But let's see where this goes and we can make a judgment call. I wasn't expecting to have to change my route. I didn't know that further up that was going to be private property, because I saw where the two trails, where the two halves of the Switzerland Trail connect up towards the beginning, so that's why I figured we'd pop out. All right, complete adventure. You know, this was an adventure to begin with, but this is a complete mystery. I have no idea what's in store for us. I've done zero research on this trail. I just took a quick look on Gaia to see where it kind of takes us up. So let's take this trail and see where it pops us out at. I'm not sure. I've got plenty of fuel. We haven't even used a quarter of a tank of gas yet. So let's take this, and hopefully maybe we'll pop out on another road. According to Gaia, this goes for a while and then we'll pop out. So let's take this and see if we pop out or if the trail gets too rough. I don't know. But that downhill aspect of Switzerland Trail, that was quite simple. Remember how I said you could take a Subaru on it? Right as I was coming off to the bottom, there was a, what do you call them? The Subaru Outbacks going up. And that thing must have been loaded down because holy cow, the back end was sagging hard. That or suspension collapsed. I don't know. Right out there, I don't know if you can tell, but right out there is where we came down into the kind of gulch that's down below. But right out there is where we stopped to have lunch. And I didn't think that we'd end up over here. I did not think we would end up over here, and you can see Boulder out there in the distance. It's been pretty good. Weather's still holding up really nicely. We're gonna keep trucking on this trail because I still don't know where the heck we're going. I looked on the map, it shows that it'll lead us over to some other roads eventually, but we just got to make our way there. Has ended on a massive county road. The trail did continue forward, so this trail basically came to a four-way junction, and you had the county road and you had our trail, but there were a ton of park rangers on the trail. There were a ton of park rangers on the trail that we were continuing on, and they were blocking the trail, and they told me that it was closed because they had some kind of incident on the trail, I guess. I'm not quite sure what the incident was, so it kind of forced me onto the county road. And so I'm just kind of following this. I'm trying to see if this will ever like shoot back onto the trail again somewhere up ahead. I don't know. So far I've just been going through private property. It's been kind of scenic, but I haven't seen... Oh, I think I just missed my turn. Oops. Let's flip it around. Love it when I miss my turn. There we go. But yeah, so just kind of following this. Guys, we hit a little snag. And that snag being right there is the main road. The park rangers, because they had that part of the trail cut off, killed like an hour of our time on the trail, which was supposed to end down the road that way. So we're here. I'm a little bummed by it, but I'm not upset. You know, it's been an adventure the entire day. I accomplished doing the Switzerland Trail. One big accomplishment. I got past where I was. We went and discovered the other section of the Switzerland Trail that I had no idea about, which ended up being super scenic and really easy. I don't know why everybody had it marked that you needed high clearance, and they made it sound like it was super tough. It was no different than this county road, minus there were some more rocks. I don't quite know that one. And 3, we've had just an absolute adventure. That's what today was about, having an adventure, getting out and checking out some new places and conquering an old trail. And we did all that, so I set out to hit my goals, guys. I am super happy. But now I gotta air up and head home, because we are different from where we started. So it's about just over 2 hours home from here. And I wanna try and beat some of the traffic. And there is no other trail actually around here, like an actual trail system around here for several miles. You have to drive at least 20 minutes north of here to reconnect with a bunch of different trail systems, because everything else just goes to private properties out here. And that is according to Gaia. That's what I looked up. I looked it up and that's what it said. So it is what it is. But thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers, guys, by the end of the year. We are slowly getting our way there. And if you guys enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button and come along for the journeys, because it just isn't gonna end. Also, all the list of all my other social media accounts are in the description below. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.